charts also, it has seen a lot of turbulence there. So what suggestion do you have? Is it, advisable for him to stay in, to actually invest in this particular company?
I think today already we have seen some negative news in Ramakrishna Forging. So best is to wait and watch further. So I think some more downside could be come in RK Forging, that could be level up to 550, 575 zone. There they should try to catch the RK Forging.
You're actually right, because today the negative news about Ramakrishna Forgings was the fact that it projects 4 to 5% hit on its revenue due to missing inventory, and has also appointed external agencies to look into the matter. So we'll have to see how the street responds to the findings of this report. But Jaya now has written to us from Bengaluru. She currently holds no, she does not hold, but she's asking whether or not it is the right time to enter Hindustan Copper, and she's seeking a 2-year view from you, Mahesh. What would your suggestion to Jaya be?
Go ahead and buy the Hindustan Copper if your horizon is more than 12 months. I think Hindustan Copper has a much more potential for a upside up to 450 to 480 zone in a 2-year horizon. And if you're looking on a commodity copper space, then we can see copper demand could go higher in coming time. So I think it's a good time to accumulate the Hindustan Copper if your horizon is more than 12 months.
Understood. Thanks for that. And with that, we are joined by a caller on the show from Andhra Pradesh. Hi, Mr. Reddy. Good evening.
Good evening, madam.
Yes. How can we help you on the show today, Mr. Reddy?
Regarding the Sagility area,
Yeah.
I purchased 2,000 shares at the rate of 43 rupees.
Understood.
43 rupees.
Okay.
Can I add more at this level, or take it from this?
Okay. Okay. And when did you purchase these shares of Sagility?
1 month back.
Okay, 1 month back. And are you a long-term investor, Mr. Reddy?
1 year. I will hold one
Okay, 1 year. All right. So, Mahesh, is it advisable for Mr. Reddy to accumulate more of Sagility shares at these levels? Because currently it's trading at 41. So, do you advise him to accumulate more, or should he exit from the stock?
No, I think he can hold further, but if in any downside near 38, 39 zone, then he can accumulate more on the stocks. I think some upside in the stocks, but due to tariff and on the US and because company revenue is coming from a US, so we are facing some consolidation type of range in Sagility, but valuation is there. We can see some more upside if your horizon is more than 1 year. 60 to 65 level could easily come in 1 year horizon. Currently, we are optimistic for some upside, but any downside near 38, 39 zone, then they can try to accumulate further.
Okay, got it. And now we have another WhatsApp query. Mahesh Siva has written to us from Hyderabad. He currently holds 2,500 shares of Tata Steel at 142.50 apiece. He's asking whether he should hold or sell. Now, do you think Tata Steel as a steel company would benefit from the 12% safeguard duty that the government announced just a couple of days back? And how do you see Tata Steel performing in the next couple of years?
Some benefit could come from that, but I think Tata Steel is not much more potential from a steel sector. If any upside near 155 zone, 153, 155 zone, then he should try to exit some on that level. But currently, his price is near 142. He can see some more upside. Stop loss could be near 134 zone.
All right, and now we have another WhatsApp query. Prema has written to us from Bengaluru, and she wants to know whether this is the right time to enter Irida at the current levels. Mahesh, what's your view on Irida? It's been in the news, and plus hailing from funding the renewable energy space, how attractive does the stock look to you?
Irida is a very good company, and we have seen companies Irida working is also fine. But currently, Irida is also affected some Gensol news. But that's a small part for Irida. I think Irida has a much more potential for upside. He can hold further, and if any downside coming, they can accumulate further on these level. I think it's a good buy, and we can see if your horizon is 1 year, then we can see 220, 230 zone easily. And above that, if any trading closing about 230, then we can see up to 260 zone. But we are optimistic for some upside, then he can hold.
Thanks for that view, Mahesh. With that, let's go across to a caller joining us from Hyderabad. Hi, Srinivas. Good evening. Srinivas, am I audible?
Hi, yeah. Hi, good evening. Thank
Yes.
you. Yeah, thanks. So I want to know about the SBI and TVS Motor. So SBI I am holding at 830 rupees.
Okay.
From last 1 year I am holding so almost 120 shares I am having. So right now the price is very close to it is coming today for 817 rupees.
Yes.
Can I hold or can I exit once I got my price?
Okay, Srinivas, and I just want to know whether you're a short-term investor or a long-term investor.
Yeah, so I'm holding this stock from 1 year.
But are you planning to hold it for another 1 year?
No.
Okay.
If the price comes around 830 or 840, I will exit. And one more about the TVS Motors. So TVS Motors today the result is out. The result looks good. So can I take TVS Motor at this price?
Okay, Srinivas, I'm afraid that we'll be able to only take one query at a time, so we'll stick to SBI for today. So Mahesh, talking about SBI, fundamentally it's a very strong company, and in the banking space it's well. But what suggestion do you have for short term? Do you see any sort of recovery in the stock price there?
If you see SBI, we have seen currently a lot of recovery from lower level, from the 720 zone. We have seen up to 820 zone. So already we have seen some recovery in SB, but from a technical perspective of holding about 834, we can see up to 860 zone. So if your horizon is not more than 6 months, we can see easily upside up to 860 zone in 1 to 3 months hold. So he can exit on that level. But if your horizon is more than 1 year or more than 1 year, we are optimistic for 950, 980 zone easily. Currently, what steps are taken by RBI that is positive for banking and especially for SBI, and other steps for liquidity is also positive for banking sector. So long-term holding is advisable, but if your horizon is shorter term, then he can exit on a higher level. That could be at 60 zone.
Okay, got it. And now we have Dilip. He's calling us from Hyderabad. Hi, Dilip. Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Please ask your question.
Yes, I'm holding KPIT share, 530 shares at 1230 price. So I'm looking for 1 year view on this.
Okay, 1235 or 1230, Dilip?
1230.
1230. Okay, and for how long have you been holding, you said?
I'm holding from past 2 months and I'm looking for 1 year view on this.
Okay, concise and crisp. Let's take this to Mahesh. Mahesh, what is your view on KPIT? Dilip currently holds 530 shares of this company at 1230 apiece, 1230. The stock is now trading around almost the same levels, and so it simply means that since the time he bought the stock price has not moved as much. It was flattish in trade today, and also in its Q4 results, the company has not given any clear guidance with regards to its revenue or margins. However, it has promised to incorporate a lot of AI into its operations. How does the fundamental aspect of the company look like?
I think the company has some upside potential up to 1,450 to 1,500 zone. But some consolidation can't be denied, or as the whole sector are facing some selling pressure on higher level. But I think one announcement came today that is positive for KPIT Tech. So we are optimistic for some more upside. If any horizon is more than less than 3 months, then he can try to exit on 1280 level. But if his horizon is more than 9 to 12 months, then he can hold further 1,450 to 1,500 level is expected in KPIT Tech.
Understood. Thanks for that view. And with that, we are joined by a caller from Andhra Pradesh. Hi, Prithviraj.
Yeah, hi.
Yes, how can we help you on the show today?
Yeah, my query is regarding PCBL chemicals.
Understood.
Yes, I hold 60 shares. I bought it today only at the price of 382.5.
Yeah.
Okay. I am holding 60 shares.
Okay.
I want to know the fundamentals of this company. I want to hold it for long term.
Understood. So Mahesh, I'll directly pose this question to you. How are the fundamentals of PCBL Chemical looking like? Are you positive on the company, and should Prithviraj hold his shares, because he's holding 60 shares at the moment? So should he continue holding them?
Yes, definitely he can hold further. If anyone want to buy on these level, I think they can buy on the same. PCBL is a good company. I think there's some much more some potential up to 550 to 600 zone for a PCBL. From a shorter term perspective, we can see up to 450 to 460 zone. If your horizon is more than 12 months or a 12 month, we can see 525 to 550 level. Company working is fine, and I think some upside potential is there.
And now we have Mr. Rao. He's calling us from Hyderabad. Hi, Mr. Rao. Good evening.
Good evening.
Please ask your question.
Oh, sir. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you, Mr. Rao. Please ask your question.
Can I ask my question?
Yes, definitely. Please go ahead. We're waiting for you to ask your question.
No, I'm having 200 shares of Berger paint.
Okay.
Bought at 470 rupees.
Okay.
Sometime very long time back. I think nearly some 6 months or something like that.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Rao.
I just want to know what actually is the position. What will be its future price?
Okay.
Coming price. Likely at what price I can dispose it.
Understood, Mr. Rao. Mahesh, Mr. Rao from Hyderabad currently holds 200 shares of Berger Paints at 470 rupees a piece. The stock has now climbed up to 551. He bought them a couple of months back, not very long ago, and he wants to know whether this is the right time to hold on to his positions. What should he do? Because Berger Paints, remember, comes from a space that has been seeing a lot of pain and competition. How do you fundamentally see this company?
I think a 580 level could be a come from a fundamental perspective, but if he is in profit, he can take partial profit booking on these level, and after that, keep stop loss near 538 and hold remain quantity. I think 580 level could come as per fundamental, but technically, if you are looking, these industries belong to very too much competition nowadays. So partial profit booking advisable on these levels, and if any upside could start, then we can see up to 580 zone, that is we have seen earlier. So I think he can hold partial, and partial profit booking advisable on this level.
And on that note, we have our technical expert finally ready for us and joining the show. Ravi Singh from SVP Retail Research, Reliance Broking is joining us. Thank you so much, Ravi, for joining us this evening. And we were actually talking about Berger Paints. Why don't you give us your technical point of view?
Yeah, the stock is looking fine at current level, and we may see the level of 580 to 570 level. As you rightly said that they have to they book some profit at this level, maybe 40% or 50% of their position, but the next target would be the 580 level. So put the stop loss of 530 and wait for the target, or you can book partial profit on that.
Understood. Thanks for that view, Ravi. Now let's go across to a caller joining us from Patna. Hi, Nile. Good evening.
I'm holding 200 shares of Wellspun living at the rate of 160 rupees.
I'm sorry, how?
That's what
160, am I correct?
Yeah, 160.
Okay.
What should I do with this? Whether it is going to go down?
Yeah, because
most of the exports are from USA.
Yes, absolutely. Your concern is pretty much, there. Mahesh, I'll, direct this question to you. He bought it at 160. Currently, it's trading at 128. Significantly, the price has fallen down. And although if we talk about today's performance, it was up in trade today over 3%. But still, in a holistic view, what's your outlook on Wellspun Living?
Definitely, he can hold further. Earlier, we have seen 220 level on buyback level. Company is fundamentally very good. Currently, we have seen some tariff announcement related to in textile also. So that is also positive, I think, for textile industry. So he can hold further 160 to 175 level could be a come in near term. Yeah, hold is available.
So that's a hold for long term from Mahesh on Wellspun Living. But Ravi, I'd also like to take your view on the counter. How is it faring on the charts? You know, do you see any sort of recovery in short term?
Makshi ma'am, the stock is trading in a very narrow range, and all the technical setup like RSI, MA, CD and Williams are in negative and neutral zone. So I can say that wait for the consolidation and wait for the range breakout. So if break above 135, then the target would be the 170 to 180 level. Till the time, I think they should wait for some time and put the stop loss of 110.
Okay, got it. And now we have Raju. He's calling us from Andhra Pradesh. Hi, Raju. Good evening.
Yeah, hi.
Please ask your question.
Yeah, my query is about DAM Capital.
Okay.
Currently, I am holding 200 shares
Okay.
at the price of 218 rupees.
Okay.
I want to hold it for 3-4 years. I want to know the fundamentals of the company to hold it for a long term.
Okay, Raju, two questions. Did you buy, number one, did you buy these shares today because they're trading exactly at the price that you... Okay.
Yes, today only I bought it. Yes.
And why did you choose DAM Capital?
Yeah, it is related to capital markets and the price gone down to the listing price also. So my bet is for long term, so I want to bet on the capital market.
Okay, fair enough. Mahesh, let's talk about DAM Capital Advisors. The stock is now trading around 218 and has seen cuts of about 43% year to date. Now, Raju wants to hold on to these 200 shares at 218 rupees a piece for the next 2 years. What would you suggest Raju to do? Because his narrative is the fact that he wants to bet on capital markets, and DAM Capital hailing from that space, do you think it will be a beneficiary of the kind of concentration this space has gotten?
We are not optimistic for bullish on shorter term on broking industry as well as DAM Capital. But if you're looking from a DAM Capital perspective, he's a merchant banker and he's holding very good position in market in merchant banking and IPO segment. So I think if his horizon is more than 1 year, then he can hold further. I think 325 to 350 level could become. But in shorter term, we are not optimistic for upside. You have to wait, and once IPO cycle will start, then company can see some more profitable IPOs. Then we can see some spark move in the DAM Capital. Till that, we have to wait.
Understood. Thanks for that view, Mahesh. With that, let's go across to a caller joining us from Bengaluru. Hi, Sandeep. Good evening.
Hey, good evening. This is Sandeep here.
Yes, how can we help you?
I have about 100 shares of Newgen software at 980.
Okay.
I want to understand if I can hold it for 1 more year, if there is a good upside possible.
All right. And why did you, purchase these stocks in the very first place? How did you narrow down to Newgen Software Tech?
Yeah. 2 reasons. One, I heard it's a decent company from some of my friends. Second, I think it had a good price fall about 2 months back. So I just accumulated and averaged it to 980.
Understood. Okay. So Mahesh, again, a 1 year outlook on the counter, Newgen Software Tech. Currently it's trading at 1026. He bought it at 980. And so what's your outlook? Should he be staying invested in this counter?
Definitely, he can stay invested in this type of counter. I think stock has a much more potential for upside. I think 1,150 to 1,200 level could be easily can come in if your horizon is 1 year. And if your horizon is more than 1 year, then we can see some more upside in this type of counter. Currently, we are seeing some consolidation in this sector. So we have seen some more consolidation. From a shorter term perspective, the target could be a 1080, but if your horizon is more than 12 months or more than 12 months, then we can see up to 1,200 level.
Understood. And Ravi, talking about the technical aspect, so what is the current trend of Newgen Software stock price on daily and weekly charts?
If you compare with the daily and weekly chart, then there is a negative territory, because in 1 year return is about 29%, but if you compare with the 6-month return is a 15% negative. But I can say that there is a bottom fishing in this stock, so they can hold their position with the stop loss of 900, and definitely it will achieve the target of 1200 to 1250 levels very soon.
Okay, got it. That's the view on Newgen Software. And now we have Priya's WhatsApp query. She has written to us from Bengaluru. She says that she has bought 100 shares of Bajaj Finance at 9,353 rupees a piece. She's asking whether she should continue to hold them, or should she sell her positions, because she's currently at a loss of about 26,000. Mahesh, I'd come to you on this one. Now, Bajaj Finance, as this company has really stood out as an odd out of the even, because number one, it has weathered the storm that we saw in capital markets in the past couple of months. It is also expected to announce a strong quarter. The results will be out tomorrow. It has sort of maintained its asset quality. Credit costs have really not, have been satisfying. So from that perspective, what would you suggest a viewer to do with their shares of Bajaj Finance? Because remember, at the end of the day, it is an expensive share.
If you're looking from a shorter term perspective, we have seen the 6,800 level to 9,400 level in very short term period. So I think profit booking on higher level is visible. Technically, on higher level, we have seen profit booking. So technically, the structure is weak. So I think if your horizon is a 12-month or more than 12 months, then we can see 9,500, 9,600 zone. But currently, chart structure is weak. We can see some more downside as per chart. So she can hold for a 9,500, 9,600 zone for a 12-month. But in shorter term, I think as per chart, we can see some more downside.
Understood. Thanks for that. Let's go across to another caller joining us from Bengaluru. Hi, Shiv Kumar. Good evening.
Good evening, madam.
Yes. How can we help you?
I have a query about the ongoing IPO of Aether Energy Limited.
Yeah.
Would the experts share their opinion on this price band, as well as how fundamentally and technically it would suit us for the listing gains or even for the long term?
Absolutely, absolutely. And just like Shiv Kumar, I'm sure there must be many investors out there, who are interested in this particular IPO. So Mahesh, coming to you on this one, what's your outlook, and what is your suggestion to viewers, to investors who want to, invest in this counter?
Company is fundamentally okay, but it's a loss-making company. So if anyone want to invest, anyone want to subscribe, their horizon should be more than 12 month or a 2-year horizon. Because we have seen earlier, loss-making companies are giving some spark. Then after that, what we have seen some lower consolidation zone. Because these type of companies taking too much time to sustainable return. So I think if your horizon is 12 month or more than 12 months, then they can apply. For a listing gain, I'm not optimistic more listing gain on this issue. So they can apply, but your horizon should be a 12 month or a more than 12 months.
Absolutely understood. So Ravi, do you also hold the same view? Because as Mahesh is, suggesting that one should, if they are investing in it, so they should hold it for a minimum of 12 months. So, but what's your outlook on the same?
Ma'am, I can say that don't look into this Aether Industries, because you see there is a peer comparison with the Ola Electric. There is an example of the investors' losses, right? So quarter on quarter, company made only the loss. So I can say that there is no strong fundamental. There is no technical view. There is no vision. There is no vision. So I can say that investor, they have a lot of another opportunity. Why you invest in this stock? So just say, I want to say, avoid this stock.
Understood. So avoid on Aether Energy's IPO is what our experts are suggesting, viewers. With that, we'll have to slip into a short break, but please keep sending in your queries on WhatsApp and call in right. We'll be right back for Ask Profit. Stay tuned to NDTV Profit.
Stock specific, what I'm hearing firstly is on 361. Tomorrow is the board meet where the company is looking for a fundraise, and dealers are indicating that a preferential issue to the UBS India might be announced tomorrow, and the deal is likely to happen at a premium compared to the current market price. A premium of nearly 10 to 15% is what the dealers are indicating.
.361 is going to issue these securities to UBS at a deal value of roughly 40,000 crore pre-money and around 42,000 crore post-money.
In the last 1 month, if you see, the share prices of Genzol Engineering has fallen more than 58%.
Why are the rating firms calling the debt payments as default?
We have two credible credit rating agencies on March 4th coming and downgrading the stock to D.
Statements are consistently being proven wrong, right. And transactions are being taken place which are different from what they were originally pictured to be.
The company claimed it would roll out 6,400
Hello and welcome back to Ask Profit, a show where you can ask all your stock related questions on the numbers available to you and we can answer them through our experts. Joining us today is Mahesh M. Ojha on the fundamentals and Ravi Singh on the technical. So do pick up that phone and call us on the numbers flashing on your screen. Now with that, we are being joined by Subbarao. He is on the phone line from Hyderabad. Hi Subbarao, good evening. Subbarao, can you hear me?
Yes, madam.
Please ask your question.
Hello.
Hello, Subbarao. Can you hear me? If you can, please go ahead and ask your question.
I have purchased Sriram Finance, the total number of 25 shares.
Okay.
3 days before.
Okay.
For 3 months prospect.
Okay.
So I want to know the expert's view, madam. Can I hold it or...
Okay, and at what price did you purchase these 25 shares?
It is 671, madam.
Okay, 671 rupees a piece. Ravi, I will come to you on this one because it's a rather short-term view that Subbarao seeks. Subbarao currently holds 25 shares of Sriram Finance at 671 rupees a piece. Now, despite recording a 9% jump in its profit, a lot of brokerages have sort of flagged concerns around its net interest margin and credit costs. How do you view the stock and what are the technical charts looking like from a 3-month perspective?
The stock is looking strong on intraday on daily chart, and the technical parameter like RSI, MACD is long-term moving averages are supporting to buying trend at this level. So I can suggest just wait put the stop loss of 600 and the target would be the 650 to 670 level. And once they achieve the 650 level, then they can ask profit.
Understood. Thanks for that view, and let's go across to a WhatsApp query written to us from Kolkata. Vijeta holds 35 shares of GSPL at 289 and he's looking for a 1-year view on the counter, and he has been holding it for more than a year now. So Mahesh, currently it's trading at 318. So are you positive on GSPL's fundamental performance?
I think she should book profit on GSPL and try to another counter where we can see some more upside potential is very fast, because we see in profits, she can book the profit.
All right, and if we talk about the short-term, view, so how is it faring on the charts, Ravi? Are you positive?
Yeah, definitely there is some positive upside is about to 970 to 980 level. So I can also suggest put the stop loss of 880 levels and for the target of 970 to 980 levels.
Okay, got it. And now we have Krishna. He's calling us from Bengaluru. Krishna is your name? Krishna or Krishna?
My name is Krishnan.
Krishnan?
Yeah. Correct.
Okay, beautiful name, Krishnan. What is your question today?
So today I just want to ask about the Reliance.
Okay.
Reliance Industries. I have 412 shares. Okay, I purchased 1270.
Okay.
That is my average price, and I just would like to know whether it will touch above 1,600 level as projected by various.
What level did you say? What level did you say?
1,600.
1,600 levels. When would it touch it is your question?
Just I want to know, I want to hold for another 2 years, and whether now the oil business is not doing good. Reliance Jio and Reliance Retail is doing really good.
Correct.
And the green energy, anything will add to the profit, and whether the shares will further climb from here. I just want to know.
Correct. Okay. So, okay, a lot of things to compile. So, number one, Krishnan from Bengaluru currently holds 412 shares at 1,270 rupees a piece. As a consequence of his buying price, he's sitting on a profit of about 40,000 rupees. The share has been doing well after its Q4 results, which came in strong. But there were certain segments that were a pain point. As Krishna already mentioned, its oil segment is not doing that very well. So, Mahesh, I'll come to you on this one. When do you think, okay, actually I'll take that question to Ravi, but Mahesh, I'd like to know from you, how do you fundamentally see the counter? And since Krishna has a 3-year long perspective, a horizon for this one, how does the company look to you?
I want to give a disclaimer. Before 2 days back, we have suggested our client to buy the Reliance. So I think he can hold further from a 1 year perspective. I think 1,550, 1,600 level could become. But if your horizon is more or less very shorter term period, we can see some volatility. We can see some profit booking on 1,380, 1,900, 1,390 zone. Then again back we can see some consolidation. After that, what we can see some more upside. Yeah, but yes, if your horizon is 1 year, I think 1,550, 1,600 level could be a come.
Okay. So, Ravi, I would want to confirm this from you. Do you really think that in the next 52 weeks, Reliance will be able to touch 1,600?
Ma'am, I can say that your prediction number is very poor because your stop loss is triggered. Is Krishna name is right. So in the same way, I can say that stock, is in uptrend, but 1,600 level is very difficult to achieve in next 6 to 8 months. But I can say that 1,450 or 1,480 levels is the right level where he can book the profit, or maybe they can add some advice also. So 1,480 is the right level where they can book the profit and then ask the profit.
Understood, Ravi. Thank you for that. Let's go across to a caller joining us from Bengaluru now. Hi, Aram. Good evening.
Hello.
Yes. Am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Yes, it's correct.
Okay. Please go ahead with your query.
Yeah, I have around 700 shares of Bajaj HFL. So I bought it at 139.44.
Yeah.
So I want to know about the technical about Bajaj HFL, and in the next 1 year, what would be the target of that?
Understood. So 1 year. So firstly, I'd like to go to you, Mahesh. What's your outlook firstly on this counter, and considering RBI's guidelines for the NBFCs? So regarding that, is it positioned well?
I think he is bought in 139 level. That is a fair value. I think some more upside is in the stock is there. We have seen earlier result was also a fair. So I think some upside could be there if his horizon is more than 12 months. I think 148 to 155 zone could come easily. So he can hold further for a horizon of 1 year, but try to exit on higher level. That is advisable.
Understood. And, Ravi, Bajaj Housing Finance is clearly showing an uptrend. So, but still, what is your outlook on the counter for short term?
Yeah, short term, there is a long consolidation at 120 to 125 levels, and I can say that, yeah, definitely it will achieve the target of 150 or 155, but that is the maximum target. So I can suggest put the stop loss of 115 and add at current level for the target of 150 to 155. So now in next 1 year, they can achieve the target, but do the strategically.
Okay, got it. And now we have Shrikant. He's calling us from Hyderabad. Hi, Shrikant. Good evening.
Good evening, madam.
Okay, please ask your question.
Madam, I am investing in the listed stocks, madam. Radico khaitan is 1 decade is the good time is stock, madam.
Shrikant, I'm really sorry. I didn't understand your question. Can you please repeat?
Radico khaitan, madam.
Radico
khaitan.
Okay.
Khaitan. Long term 10 years holding is a good time is stock buying.
How many shares do you hold of Radico khaitan?
100 shares.
100 shares of Radico khaitan at what price?
Buying, new buying, madam.
So at what price do you hold these 100 shares?
2,500, madam.
2,500. Are you sure?
Yes, madam.
Okay, okay. And you want a 10-year perspective on Radico khaitan?
Yes, madam.
Okay. So 2,500 shares of Radico. Sorry, did he say 2,500?
Yeah.
Or at 2,000? Okay, anyway. Let's get your fundamental perspective because I'm a little confused about the numbers here. But Mahesh, how does Radico khaitan look to you? The stock was up about 1.12% in trade today and has been actually raising quite a bit. Like from August of 2024, it has seen quite a significant amount of consolidation. What is your view on it?
I think stock is trading at higher level. If any, we are not seeing any technical upside in stocks, and as we are seeing some higher level, so I'm not suggesting on these level to hold further. But if any, I think number on any upside, then we can see further. But if you are looking from a other perspective, then we can see you can look on United Street, HDBL, where valuation looks some pretty good.
Okay, so Mahesh, just a follow-up question on Radico, right? Because it is trading at a PE of 106 and also United Breweries is at 129. So do you think these numbers are expensive because valuations this high? Does it really justify the purchase?
Yeah, I think valuation of these stocks are looking some high level and technical also not supporting on current level. So juncture are something we are not looking some more upside technically in this shorter time. So I think these type of stocks can be avoided. If any technical juncture create, then we can look on the same. But yes, currently the stocks looks a consolidation zone in 2100 to 2500 zone. So after that, if any breaking about 2540, 2550 zone technically, then we can see. But as valuation are expensive, so we are not much more optimistic.
Understood. Thanks for that view. With that, let's go across to a caller joining us from Hyderabad. Hi, Rahul. Good evening.
Yeah, very good evening.
Yes. How can we help you on the show today?
Actually, in the recent dip, I purchased Bhel shares at a quantity of 5,000 for a price of 326.
Okay.
Actually, my point is right now there is a war situation between India and Pakistan. Whether this Bhel share will impact any?
Understood. So, and are you a short-term investor, Rahul, or a long-term investor?
Short-term investor.
Short-term investor. All right. You know, Ravi, talking about the current situation that is happening, you know, between India and Pakistan. So, so there are tensions, obviously, but you know, talking about this particular company, like our investor is worried about. I'm sure there must be other investors out there who must be looking at these counters as well. So, what is your outlook? Because currently it's hovering around the similar levels of what you know, he invested at. He actually bought it at 226. Currently, it's trading at 230. So, what's your outlook in total on BHEL?
See, ma'am, I can say that don't panic because of war, because this is stock have a strong potential to achieve the target of 255 to 270 levels. Last 3 month return is 17%. Last 1 year return is 16% negative. So I can say that there is a strong potential to go upside. So the next target would be 250 to 270 levels. Buy more and add some more position at 230 or 235 level. Put the stop loss of 210 levels and don't panic this type of situations.
Panic is the advice coming in from Ravi. And we have another WhatsApp query. Durva from Bangalore has written to us saying that she currently holds 4 shares of Vari Renewable Technologies at 1,517 rupees. And Mahesh, I'd like to ask your perspective on this one. Durva is currently sitting on a loss of 2,000. Where do you think the stock is headed, and how's your fundamental perspective on the space looking like?
Last quarter number came extremely good, so I think stock has a much more potential for upside. Last 2-3 quarter we are not much more optimistic for upside, but last quarter the numbers are good, so I think some more upside could be come 1,250 to 1,300 level could be come in the stocks, but keep stop loss strictly near 940.
Understood. Thanks for that view, Mahesh. With that, let's go across to a caller joining us from Bengaluru. Hi, Vishwas. Good evening.
Hi, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Yes. How can we help you on the show today, Vishwas?
Ma'am, Motilal oswal stock 150 quantity.
Okay.
Average price is 675.
Yeah.
January month buy, ma'am. Decent quarterly result, ma'am. Profit loss, EBITDA loss, ma'am. Short term 9 months. Seller extra stock world, ma'am.
Understood. So, short term view on Motilal Oswal. Ravi, directly coming to you, how is it faring on the charts? Are you optimistic?
They have I think a trading prospect, so I can say that book the profit of this stock, because now the stock is in negative territory and it will achieve the target of 620 to 625 level. So I can say that book the profit. Why you are waiting? Buy another stocks like we are talking about a Bhel or HL is a strong stock, so you can switch their position and book the profit of Motilal Oswal.
Okay, and we have another WhatsApp query. Shumali has written to us from Kolkata, and she currently is wanting to know whether this is the right time to enter IRFC. So, Ravi, hitting back at you, how do you think IRFC is currently performing, and the current juncture, do you think it is attractive and prudent to enter?
Yeah, definitely. In the current scenario, stock is consolidating between the 122 to 125 to 27 level. So I can say that on technical setup, there is a strong upside potential, and RSI and MACD and Williams R is also in a neutral zone and suggesting some upward move. So I can say that buy at current level, put the stop loss of 122 for the target of 145 to 150 levels.
Understood. Thanks for that view, Ravi. With that, we are joined by a caller from Andhra Pradesh. Hi, Krishna. Good evening.
Hi.
Yes.
Hello,
how can we help you on the show today, Krishna?
Yeah, I bought a Swiggy at 350 levels.
Okay.
Should I need to hold for 6 months? Or do I need to,
But are you a long-term investor, Krishna, or a short-term?
Short-term only.
Short term. For how much? Okay, 6 months horizon. All right. Ravi, he bought it at 350 and currently it's trading at 322. So did he buy at elevated levels, and are you seeing any sort of recovery there in the short term?
It doesn't matter your long term or short term, you just avoid this stock, because this stock is currently trading at a negative territory and it will achieve the target of 280 levels. Then why should you wait? Just take an exit and buy another stock.
All right. So just take exit and buy another stock. Ravi, if you have any suggestions there.
Himakshi, a lot of suggestions. Bhel, BHEL, we are talking about a buy at current level. REC is a buy at current level is 435 for the target of 480. Put the stop loss of 420. And there is a Adani Total Gas. You can buy at 600 level for the target of 680. Put the stop loss of 580 level. So I have a long list to buy. So you can choose anyone.
You may have, you may have a long list of stock recommendations, but what is interesting is that none of them come from the platform space. So are you bearish on platform?
See, I'm trend is my friend. So if I'm a bearish, then the lot of stocks I'm a bearish, but the strong fundamental.
No, but are you bearish on the platform space? Because you've not suggested Swiggy. And
Sorry.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm a much bearish on these type of stocks like Zomato. Now is the name of external, but I can say that there is no vastu to do these type of exercise to give the uptrend. So the strong downward channel is going on. So I can say that avoid Eternal and Swiggy.
Okay, so the Vastu is not right for Eternal and Swiggy. We have Jaspreet Singh, Chandigarh say he has written us a query. He currently holds 300 shares of Dr. Reddy at 1,165 rupees a piece. He's asking whether he can hold for the next 10 to 12 months, especially in view of the upcoming result Q4 numbers. Mahesh, I'd like to take your view on Dr. Reddy's. How does the company look like? And do you think its limited exposure to the US amidst Trump tariffs will have any kind of repercussions on the fundamentals of the company?
I think he can hold for the 1,350 to 1,400 level could come in a 1 year horizon. But yes, if you are in profit, keep partial profit booking and try to catch in lower level because we have seen a lot of volatility in current market. So any upside is giving some opportunity. And after that, but any situation clear, then we have seen some lower opportunity. So in these type of scenario, booking profit on higher level, and again, you can buy in lower level. But yes, fundamentally, stock is strong. He can hold for a 1 year horizon.
Understood. Thanks for that view, Mahesh. Now we have a WhatsApp query from Ankaraju. He holds 20 shares of Raymond at 1,585 and he's asking whether he should add more or exit at these levels, and so he's looking for a suggestion. So he hasn't mentioned the time horizon. Currently the stock is trading at 1,512 and Mahesh, talking about the fundamentals of it compared to its peers, it's relatively, the PE ratio is is better, and so what's your outlook on Raymond? Are you positive on this company, or do you have any other suggestions there in the similar space?
I think stock is fairly valued. I think some more upside could be come in this stock. 1,650, 1,700 level could be come easily. But yes, we have a lot of stocks where we are bullish and where we have seen strong fundamentals and easily upside potential. So that type of stock we can watch. Currently, we are optimistic on banking sector where we are much more safer and we are looking for a much upside. So that kind of a stock can keep in your portfolio, like Canara Bank, DCB Banker recently have posted good numbers. So these type of stocks, I think we have in the shorter term time, they can also give you some smart return. So these type of stock can keep in watch list.
Okay, got it. And now we have K.A. Rao. He's calling us from Andhra Pradesh. Hi, Mr. Rao. Good evening. Okay, there's pin drop silence. Mr. Rao? Okay, I don't think we have him, but we have his query. So Mr. Rao from Andhra Pradesh, he holds 300 shares of Coal India at 430 rupees a piece. He has incurred a loss of close to 10,000 rupees from this investment. Now, I don't know whether or not he wants to hold or sell for the long term, but Mahesh, I'd like to know your fundamental view on Coal India. How does it look like? Because while it has an attractive ROE and is also sort of trading at a decent valuation, the stock has been a little bit tepid, especially since October of 2024. What would you recommend K. Rao to do with his positions of Coal India?
Definitely, he can hold further. I think a dividend yield also, we are also holding, our clients holding. So 440 to 460 level could come easily. After that, but if any positive outcome in this stock, we can see some more upside. We are optimistic for some more upside in Coal India. Fundamentally very good, and dividend yield, if you are looking on that, that is very attractive.
Understood. Thanks for that view. Let's go across to a caller calling us from Dubai. Hi, Ajit. Good evening.
Yeah, hi, good evening. How are you?
I'm very well. How can we help you on the show today, Ajit?
Yeah, so I'm holding Castrol India. I'm having around 700 units.
Okay.
I bought it just before the last dividend.
Understood.
So for the short term, the results are out for today. And so if I want to average, what is the level?
Okay.
And I bought it around 215.
All right. So since Ajit is a short-term investor, Ravi, currently it's trading at 210. So what's your outlook on the counter? Because if I look at the charts, it hit its high in the month of first week of March, and then it hits its low. It fell significantly in the first week of April, and now it has started recovering again. So what's your outlook on the counter? What suggestion do you have for Ajit there?
See, I can say that don't panic at this stock. The stock is trading very attractive level, and he have a potential to achieve the target of 235 to 245 level. So I can say that put the stop loss of 200 and add more for the target of 245 to 235 to 240 levels, and give some time. Maybe it will take 2 months or 3 months, but stock is good, and just hold, don't book at the loss.
Understood. Thanks for that view, Ravi. And that brings us to the end of the show. I'm really thankful to Mahesh and Ravi for solving our viewers' queries so patiently. Thank you so much. And viewers, with that, it's a wrap on Ask Profit. But stay tuned to NDTV Profit, as there's more lined up ahead on the other side.
Stock specific, what I'm hearing firstly is on 361. Tomorrow is the board meet where the company is looking for a fundraise, and dealers are indicating that a preferential issue to the UBS India might be announced tomorrow, and the deal is likely to happen at a premium compared to the current market price. A premium of nearly 10 to 15% is what the dealers are indicating.
$361 is going to issue these securities to UBS at a deal value of roughly 40,000 crore pre-money and around 42,000 crore post-money.
In the last 1 month, if you see, the share prices of Genzol Engineering has fallen more than 58%.
Why are the rating firms calling the debt payments as default?
We have two credible credit rating agencies on March 4th coming and downgrading the stock to D.
Statements are consistently being proven wrong, and transactions are being taken place which are different from what they were originally pictured to be.
The company claimed it would roll out 6,400 electric vehicles. But what it has rolled out is a shocking scam. Funds meant for the project were funneled allegedly back to the promoters, the Jaggi brothers. What did the money buy? Not EVs, of course, but a lavish flat in Gurgaon's luxurious DLF Carmelias.
To India specifically, I really think India has a fascinating opportunity because in a fracturing world, everyone wants to be friends with India. We're all trying to make new friends a little bit, right? So we're all trying to think about the remapping of the global trading system. For sure, India is on the top of everyone's list, I would think.
Benchmark indices kickstart the week on a strong note. The Nifty ends above the 24,300 mark, whereas the Sensex jumps over 80,000 mark. Broader markets fare mixed. All sectors barring IT lend support. In a bid to crack down on black money,